This is the Zero Hour with Richard RJ Eskow. Produced by the We Act Radio Network in Washington, D.C. and broadcasting from the banks of the Anacostia directly into the halls of power. Visit us online at thisisthezerohour.com or at patreon.com/thezerohour. And now, your host, Richard RJ Eskow.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the program. And you know, there's something I need to get off my chest. I'm not sure everybody listening will appreciate it, frankly, but I think it's something we really need to talk about. It's a new phenomenon that, for lack of a better term, I think of as MSNBC McCarthyism. And here's what I mean by it. We're going to need, in the months and years ahead, to come together. We're going to need better solidarity. We're going to need better cooperation. We're going to need better communication. We're going to need better political strategy. We're going to need better political leadership than we've had up to date. I'll tell you what we don't need. We don't need people turning on one another. We don't need people making McCarthyite accusations about one another. We still don't know what happened entirely with the 2016 election. We don't know the whole story. But let me tell you what really disturbs me. A couple things. One, there's been some writing now about the fact that the Washington Post printed an article accusing a number of websites, 200, I believe, without any evidence of being Putin-oriented or Putin-leaning. It was people have called it McCarthyite, and it was. We who want change in this country should not play that game. But let me name exactly who I'm talking about as an example. People were upset because Jill Stein was raising money to do recounts in states like Wisconsin. There was controversy about it. Joy Reid from MSNBC, in responding, somebody tweeted, "Don't be fooled by Jill Stein's attempt to raise money for a recount. They didn't want her to do it." Frankly, I thought it was a good idea. But whatever you think, Joy Reid's response, "Let's recall that she," meaning Jill Stein, "is as much a Putinite as Trump is. She has no standing here. Donate at your own risk." Okay. This is the kind of stuff we have to stop. This is the kind of thing we have to call out. This is the kind of thing we have to condemn. I'm not Jill Stein's biggest fan, to be honest. I didn't vote for her, but people who did were well-meaning people. They were legitimate people. There was a legitimate tactical reason you might want to vote for her in states that were sure to go for Clinton, on and on and on. But whatever you think of Jill Stein, there is no evidence tying her to Vladimir Putin, okay? This is the kind of stuff that has got to stop. People are so anxious to be right. People are so anxious to speak up for their favorite candidate that they will abandon what I consider essential values in a democratic society and essential values for anybody who claims to be a progressive or a person of the left. Now, let's go back to this so-called the shadowy website, is what Max Blumenthal calls it. But how the Washington Post managed to accuse 200 publications, including Truth Out, which publishes, with my permission, some of my work, includes Naked Capitalism, which is an excellent website, calling them all Russian propaganda plants. An anonymous website whose owners will not identify themselves, called Prop or Not, meaning Russian propaganda, has put out a report saying Russia is manipulating U.S. opinion through online propaganda. It blacklists these 200 websites, everything from the Drudge Report on the right to RT Television to WikiLeaks to everything else, without any evidence. In fact, they basically say that some of these are dupes. As they used to say in the McCarthyite area, Soviet dupes. Now they're saying Russian dupes, and they won't even tell us who they are. They only say it's, according to the Washington Post, a nonpartisan collection of researchers with foreign policy, military, and technology backgrounds. This is who we're going to start condemning each other with. This is who we're going to witch hunt with. I don't think so. I'm Richard RJ Eskow for the Zero Hour.